Hello, Tony Swan, is he a traitor? Character fate in Reacher Season 2 explained. In Reacher Season 2, solve the mystery surrounding Tony Swan. Is he a betrayer? Join us as we investigate the character's fate, delving into the twists and turns that shape his journey. Prepare yourself for stunning revelations, unexpected partnerships, and thrilling tension this season. Don't miss out on the surprises that keep viewers intrigued till the end. One of the main mysteries of Reacher Season 2 has been Tony Swan. The Amazon series answers whether or not he betrayed the special investigators. Spoilers for Reacher Season 2 are ahead. Shannon Kook as Swan in the 110th photo. Episode 6 reveals Swan's actual loyalties, proving he was never betraying the special investigators. Swan's employment with the New Age was justified when Marlo Burns asked him to look into the armaments trade between AM and Langston. Though Swan's precise location is still unknown, there is conjecture that Langston planned for him to be the fall guy and probably staged his abduction. While Reacher Season 2 raises doubts about Tony Swan's villainy, it makes it quite clear whether or not he betrayed the special investigators. The plot of Reacher Season 2, which is based on Lee Child's Bad Luck and Trouble book, begins when the titular Titan's former 110th Special Investigators friends began to actually drop like flies. While Neagley, Dixon, and O'Donnell are featured as members of the primary Reacher Season 2 cast, France, Orozco, Lowry, and Sanchez have all been confirmed as deceased. Only Tony Swan, a phenomenal guitarist, is left. He vanished and is still unaccounted for. Throughout Season 2, there are multiple hints left by Amazon's Reacher that point to Swan's possible involvement in the New Age missile plot at the center of the narrative. O'Donnell, Dixon, and Neagley gradually start to believe that Swan may have betrayed them, while Reacher remains convinced of his old buddy. In New York's Finest, the 6th episode of Reacher Season 2, the truth is ultimately exposed, confirming Swan's actual loyalty and explaining his involvement in the lucrative armaments trade that his 110th friends were specifically looking into. Episode 6 of Reacher Season 2 verifies Swan was never a traitor. In Reacher, Shannon Kook plays Tony Swan, who appears worried. The coded email written to Marlo Burns on the Little Wing Weapons project was one of the more damaging hints revealed to position Tony Swan as a villain in Reacher Season 2. When Reacher's team finds Swan in Season 2, Episode 6, Burns herself reveals Swan as innocent, refuting what was first thought to be a potential sign of his guilt. Burns details her efforts to stop Langston and AM from making an armaments transaction, and she admits that she enlisted Swan's help. In the episode's final scene, Langston tries to kill Burns, eliminating any possibility that she is lying. When the puzzle pieces come together, it makes sense why Swan was employed by New Age. Marlo Burns used him as a double agent to look into the business. Swan subsequently enlisted the help of France, Sanchez, and Orozco in the investigation. However, Langston chastised them, and Swan's 3 allies were violently thrown from a helicopter. Reacher was right to put his trust in Swan. For all his druggy antics and multiple offenses against music, the vanishing special investigator is as pure as his avian namesake. What transpired with Swan in Season 2 of Reacher? Robert Patrick in the first episode of Reacher, Season 2, as Shane Langston. Reacher Season 2 keeps his true whereabouts a mystery for a little while longer, even though it demonstrates that Tony Swan was a good man all along. Even though Swan was not employed by New Age, his signature was still being used to approve the shipment of weapons, and the assassin in the cemetery stated that Swan was the one who hired him. In Reacher Season 2, Episode 6, David O'Donnell conjectures that Langston meant for Swan to be held responsible as soon as the missing weapons shipment was discovered. That would definitely explain why Swan's name appears prominently in the paperwork, but this kind of scheme could only be implemented in the event that Swan passed away. If Swan was taken into custody, he could testify against Langston as a crucial witness and a former special investigator. Thus, in Reacher, Swan is most likely dead. As head of security, Langston could simply manipulate the systems of the corporation to log Swan's presence fraudulently, and it would be too dangerous to keep him alive as a prisoner. The best move would have been if Langston had made Swan appear guilty while simultaneously making sure that his patsy vanished inexplicably before the police could get involved, thus establishing the company's guilt. Thank you for watching.